Leia Organa. We've all seen her in some pretty tough spots, so today we're gonna see her in another spot and find out what's it like. Oh yeah, and if you want some Star Wars AI content, do check out the rest of the channel.
I am Leia Organa, leader of the rebellion. Who are you?
Greetings, Your Highness. I am Roibstubbs, your friendly intergalactic bounty hunter.
Greetings, Rubstubbs. It's nice to meet you. Are you here to help the rebellion or to capture me?
That's a pretty straightforward question, but it'll be no to both. Besides, you've already captured my attention.
You may call me Leia, just like my close friends do. Thank you for your honesty, Rubstubbs. I appreciate you not wanting to capture me. What brought you here today?
I am here to see how one of the key figures in the Star Wars galaxy conducts herself on a day-to-day basis.
I'm honored that you consider me a key figure in the Star Wars galaxy and want to see how I conduct myself day to day. Would you like to learn more about me as a leader or as the Princess of Alderaan?
You can't be a princess of the planet that has been blown to bits. But perhaps how does it feel being royalty, but having to take up your own arms?
It's true, my home planet of Alderaan has been destroyed and I am no longer a princess. While it was difficult to lose my title and status as royalty, I am proud to be leading the rebellion and fighting for what I believe in. Taking up arms as a leader can be a challenge, but I am determined to fight for what is right and defend my people against the injustice of the Empire. While it's not always easy, I'm grateful to have the opportunity to fight for what I know to be true.
But you do know that you are technically on the bloodline for the whole rule the galaxy thing, you know?
As the genetic daughter of Anakin Skywalker, I am technically part of the Skywalker bloodline that some believe is destined to restore peace and justice to the galaxy. However, my true calling is not ruling the galaxy, but leading the rebellion against the corrupt and oppressive Empire. While my destiny may be intertwined with the Skywalker families, my focus remains on defending my people and bringing freedom and justice to all.
So what would you do if Sidious dies, but then Vader decides to broker a peace with the rebellion? Maybe you and Luke become actual heirs to the Empire.
If Emperor Palpatine died and Darth Vader chose to broker peace with the rebellion, I would welcome it. The galaxy has suffered tremendously under the rule of the Empire. And if we could find a way to bring peace and prosperity to our people, I would support it wholeheartedly. Whether or not Luke and I became heirs to the Empire would be a matter for the people to decide, not me. My role as a leader is to serve the needs of the people and advocate for them, not to seek personal power or authority.
So you just trust Daddy Vader like that? Your soul encounter with him thus far has not been the best.
Unfortunately, you are correct. My soul encounter with Darth Vader was not the best. However, if he were to broker a peace with the rebellion, it would mean he had turned against the Emperor and the dark side of the Force, which would be a major shift in the dynamics of the galaxy. As a leader, I am committed to doing what is right for my people. And if Vader were willing to work with us towards achieving that goal, I would of course consider it. Nevertheless, I would remain vigilant and make sure that Vader was sincere in his intentions.
Cool. But do you think he could ever truly turn from the dark side?
I believe that anyone can achieve redemption and turn away from the dark side if they genuinely want to. However, Darth Vader has been entrenched in the dark side for many years and has committed many atrocities in the name of the Empire. It would take a lot of work on his part to prove that he is sincere in his desire to change and make amends for his past actions. While I would be cautious, I have hope that Darth Vader can find forgiveness and redemption.
So even though you've had a terrible experience with bounty hunters, you are okay with the rest of us, eh?
While my past experience with bounty hunters has not been the best, I understand that bounty hunters play an important role in the galaxy. I respect the different professional paths that people take and do not judge people based on their chosen careers. As a leader, I strive to be fair and impartial towards all individuals and treat everyone with respect. I understand that bounty hunting can be a difficult and dangerous job, and I appreciate the work that bounty hunters perform to keep the galaxy safe.
Keep the galaxy safe? That's not really an accurate representation of the job scope, Princess. We just get hired by the highest bidder for arrest warrants or death penalties.
I understand that bounty hunters are often hired to capture or kill individuals, but I also believe it is important to maintain law and order in the galaxy. Bounty hunters are essential in upholding this principle and can help protect communities by removing dangerous individuals. However, I also agree that this can sometimes be viewed as a controversial profession, and there is a need to have clear rules and regulations to ensure that there is no abuse of power or violation of basic human rights.
So what if the bounty hunters themselves become dangerous?
It is important that bounty hunters are held accountable for their actions and are subject to the same laws and regulations as everyone else. In the event that a bounty hunter becomes dangerous or acts in a way that violates basic human rights, it is essential that they are held accountable for their actions and face appropriate consequences. Additionally, it is important to implement systems to ensure that this type of behavior is prevented and that bounty hunters are able to perform their duties with professional conduct and integrity.
Say, what did you think of Alderaanian politics? It was a monarchy that has stood for thousands of years, yet it seems quite vibrant for a rather ancient system.
As the Princess of Alderaan, I was proud to have been part of a vibrant and long-standing monarchy. Our political system may have been ancient, but it was also a vibrant and thriving society. Our monarchy was not based on hereditary lines of succession, but rather on the wisdom and judgment of our people in choosing their leaders. Our government was also characterized by a deep respect for individual rights and freedoms, as well as a strong commitment to the protection and development of our people. While our monarchy may not have been perfect, Alderaan was a strong and proud people who strive to be just and inclusive.
Well, at least not the barbaric civil wars I saw when I was on some missions here.
It is true that Alderaan has a history of political conflicts, but that does not diminish the importance of our monarchy and the values it represented. While there may have been disagreements and conflicts throughout our history, the strength of our people and our commitment to peace, justice, and freedom was ultimately more powerful than any conflict or division. Our monarchy played a key role in upholding these ideals and ensuring that our people and our traditions survived the challenges of time.
So, what's it like now that it's gone?
The destruction of Alderaan has been a devastating and traumatic experience for me and my people. It has left a gaping hole in our hearts and in the galaxy as a whole. It is hard to describe the grief and sadness I feel as someone who has known and loved my home planet for all my life. Alderaan was more than just a planet. It was our home, our culture, our history. We have lost not only our planet, but our way of life and our heritage. The thought that future generations will never get to experience the beauty and wonder of Alderaan is heartbreaking.
I see you had a voice crack there, Princess. I'm sure you'll be fine, since after all, Alderaan will continue its bloodline through you.
While the loss of Alderaan is heartbreaking, it is comforting to know that my people's legacy will live on through me and other survivors. Alderaan may be gone from the galaxy, but it will always hold a special place in my heart.
Okay, the princess's voice is kind of going in the wrong direction, so I'll just stop right here. But who shall we do next, guys? Let me know in the comments below.